No more llamas on the loose in West Phoenix. Look at this. There's the white llama in custody right now. These are live pictures coming to us from the Sun City area. Both llamas had been on the loose. Look at the right side of your screen. This is earlier. And man, these creatures can run up to 35 miles an hour. They were getting away from just about everybody who tried to capture them. All right, here's the guy who catches them with the lasso in the back of a truck. He got it right around the neck of that llama and pulls the llama in custody. Nobody hurt. The animals are okay. We're going to show you the black llama being taken into custody as well. But that was pretty good rope work from the guy in the back of that pickup truck. They had been running through traffic, and just an incredible scene there. They were on the loose for about 30 minutes. The same guy also took the black llama into custody. So both of the llamas now rounded up. Everybody's okay. All right, let's check in with Josh right now, see what excitement is happening over in the weather department.
I was watching that, and it was driving and caught them while they were driving. It was fantastic.
Okay. Cool skill.
We are talking about our weather, and when we left you for that breaking news a little while ago, I was in the middle of showing you one of our forecast models. I do want to show it to you again because it really does a good job of telling the story of how we're going to get this rain over the next several days. Nice picture from our Santa Monica camera right now, but let's go to our forecast model and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So here we are. It's Thursday right now. We're going to bring that moisture down here as we make our way into Saturday. I'm going to stop it here Saturday evening. First wave of moisture that moves through, this takes us from now to Saturday, and we're only picking up about 1/10 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch, not too bad. Then we'll go into Sunday, and you can see we're going to add in maybe another 1/10 or 1/4 as we make our way into Sunday afternoon, and then we'll do it one more stop here, and this takes us out to Tuesday, and we're going to add in another 1/4 of an inch or 1/10 of an inch. So it's a little bit here and there through the course of 3 or 4 days, whereas the last system, we got a lot of it over about a 24-hour period. So we're stretching it out just a little bit here as we get into our forecast. Our numbers here, you've got temperatures in the 40s and 50s overnight. In fact, let's take a look at some of your forecasts, and we'll break it down by our different microclimates. Going to the beach first, where you can see that rain on Saturday and Sunday, lingering into Monday and maybe just a little bit into Tuesday as well. For our valley cities, we're talking about 60s, 40s for your overnight lows. Partly cloudy skies to start off with, but there's your question mark there as we make our way into Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Downtown Los Angeles, same kind of thing. We've got temperatures into the 60s, eventually getting into the 60s and 70s, drying out, warming up for the middle of next week. That's a look at your forecast. We're going to show you the Inland Empire, our mountains, and our desert communities. Those forecasts coming up for you in just a few minutes. Sandy?
All right, Josh, thanks. LA city leaders and law enforcement are taking action after we exposed drug deals near local schools. KCAL 9 investigative reporter David Goldstein captured this illegal activity on camera.
Oh, they're smoking right now.
You're looking at school-aged kids.
Smoking a pipe.
Smoking what we believe to be medical marijuana minutes after getting out of school.
Now it's his turn.
We covered their faces because these kids appear to be under 18. That's the legal age for getting a doctor's approval to buy medical pot without a parent's consent. So how did they get it? Our hidden cameras caught these teens paying someone else to get it for them, like this man who didn't want his face on TV.
Oh dear.
Just about every afternoon, residents say kids like these gather on Barton Avenue near Western and Hollywood. On a map, you can see it's walking distance from several schools in the area. With their sneakers, skateboards, and backpacks, it seems like a natural meeting place until you see what's on the corner, Natural Remedies Caregivers, a marijuana dispensary where we saw plenty of activity. Watch here. A girl just handed this man money. He gets on his skateboard, then walks into the store. A few minutes later, he comes out carrying a white bag and passes what looks like pill jars to the girls on the street. The jars are similar to this one, like we found in the bushes near the dispensary, which are used as containers for the pot. On the label, it clearly says, "Not for children, keep out of reach." But that's not what we found. The girls open up the jars and smell their newly purchased medical marijuana.
Here he comes.
We also watched this customer leave the dispensary 2 times in one afternoon to hand off the contents of his white bags.
He gave to that guy too.
He delivers the jars to 2 kids out on the street, then just crumples up the bag and throws it over his head. One teen, who's still holding his school notebook under his arm, tosses the jar to his friend, who takes a whiff to check it out.
Money exchange.
On another occasion, we saw these two buying and selling what appears to be medical marijuana, the money exchanged right on the street. On another day, our cameras caught these teens collecting their money. Now watch the guy at the end. He pats the bills on the ground just as his connection comes up to grab it.
Yeah, I gave some guy money just now.
He walks away, clenching the money, going into the dispensary, and a few minutes later, he comes out with that telltale white bag.
Okay, the guy's got it in his hand.
He then distributes the jars to his teenage customers.
Hey guys, how you doing?
A few minutes later, we showed up.
The dispensary, you just went into the dispensary and bought pot for these guys, didn't you?
Nah,
Sure you
I was
did.
talking about.
Come on, we just saw you go in there and you bought pot for these guys.
He didn't want to talk, instead making an obscene gesture
How old are you?
and hitting our camera.
Come on, the guy just went in and bought pot for you?
The teens also had nothing to say.
How old are you?
They wouldn't answer.
Is there somebody around that I can talk to? Manager or something like that?
At the dispensary, they said the manager wasn't around. The security guard hired by the store to police the area said he didn't see anything going on.
You're the security guard. You don't see these people coming in here and then selling to kids right around the corner? No, you don't see anything, right?
Residents say they see it and have complained to police, yet nothing's done.
Well, it's very frustrating because, you know, we have kids around the area, so, and then see that is bad example for our youth.
Why has this place been allowed to stay open?
City Attorney Mike Feuer, whose office oversees LA's Prop D marijuana law, says the dispensary complies with the written requirements as far as a safe distance from schools and parks.
So here, this guy is giving money right here.
But after we told him what we'd uncovered, authorities took action.
I can report that because you provided us with that location, the police conducted an investigation at the site, and last evening they arrested an individual, an adult, for allegedly selling medical marijuana to a minor just outside this location.
But residents wonder why it's taken so long.
Why are there now arrests when there haven't been in the past?
Well, because quite frankly, it was not a big problem location, was not known to us as a big problem location.
The dispensary has now posted a sign on the window warning about illegal activity. And the manager emailed us saying, quote, "We are doing everything in our power to stop the illegal patient solicitations outside of the building and to also stop secondhand transactions from happening."
Smoking a pipe.
And after our undercover video, police and prosecutors say they'll be watching. David Goldstein, KCAL 9 News.
The LA City Attorney's Office has closed down more than 400 pot dispensaries since Prop D was enacted. That was less than 2 years ago. Still ahead, it's relief for chronic pain, migraine headaches, and more. We're going to show you how some people are floating away their pain. And there's a new hotspot in downtown LA. It's dishing up comfort food. Our friends from Cerveteca joining us live. They've got a taste of that coming up. We've heard of the healing powers of the Dead Sea. People travel from all over the world to float there, and now you can get that feeling right here at home. KCAL9's Lisa Siegel shows us from pain relief to a better night's sleep, people are floating their relief.
Was very different. So unusual. It's a de-stressor.
Dip into what some call their secret to healing, a room that keeps them coming back for more. And all they do is nothing.
It's like therapy for your mind and for your body.
It's called flotation therapy, and although you may not have heard about it, we brought together a group of floaters who swear by it.
You just float.
At the new Float Clinic in Torrance.
People come in here for physical pain,
chronic migraines, meditation,
relaxing.
It all starts with a shower to cleanse your body. Then step into the tank. Earplugs keep the salt and noise out. Then close the door and float in a weightless environment. The secret is 12 inches of water heated to skin and room temperature and 1,200 pounds of Epsom salt.
Is magnesium sulfate. It relaxes your nerves, relaxes your muscles. A lot of people are magnesium deficient. The benefits that people feel from their experience has to do with the absorption of those minerals.
Next, sensory deprivation. No light, no sound, so your mind can enter a deep state of relaxation. And gravity reduction, reducing the impact of gravity by 80%, allowing muscles and joints to take time off.
It's unbelievable.
It freed my pain.
Floating has been around for a long time. In fact, it was really popular in the 60s and 70s. Then it sort of went away, but now it's making a big comeback. Studies show it can improve circulation, improve performance and focus. And for those who can't sleep,
Magnesium is incredible for sleeping. I'll go home and be so relaxed.
for 90 minutes it's about $50. All these people say floating gives them relief they haven't found before.
There's no amount of antidepressants or pain medication that can, replace this.
And while some of you may say you could never stay so still, so quiet for an hour and a half,
The more that you think that you don't need it, the more that you probably do.
I'm Lisa Siegel, CBS 2 News.
That clinic is so popular, the owners are planning to expand. For more information on the Float Clinic, just go to our website, kcal9.com. All right, still ahead, we're going to show you where to get this great comfort food in downtown LA. Our friends from Cerveteca joining us live. They've got a taste of what's on the menu.
All right. All right, here we go. Oscar and Consuela.
Yes. What's your, are you on Instagram too?
I am. Josh and Rubenstein on Instagram. Consuelo?
Yes.
As opposed to Consuela.
Microphone check. We're going to check over
Oh,
here.
Consuela. Look at this. It's like Josh Joshua or
That's a little margarita, yeah? Spicy
Jose
margarita.
Josh.
Josh.
Yeah, Josh and Rubenstein, and then Twitter is CBS Weather Josh.
With the chili pepper.
There's a lot of people here for this. I love it. It's like a...
I'm sorry, when we do this,
No, I use-
how are you going to go here? So we're going to once you just, we're going to talk about the ranchero first. She's going to be kind of making it, and as she's cooking that, I'll talk a little bit about our brunch.
And then Cerveteca.
Cerveteca, correct.
All right, very good.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, do me a favor and count to 10, please, Oscar.
1, 2,
That's
3,
Oscar.
4, 5.
Excellent. Consuelo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Couldn't
Some breaking news right now. The truck driver accused of causing Tuesday's Metrolink train crash will not face charges right now. Now, that's according to the Ventura County DA. Police say 54-year-old Jose Ramirez of Yuma, Arizona, abandoned his truck after it got stuck on the tracks. Well, his attorney says that Ramirez did everything he could to physically move the truck, but he left when he saw that train approaching. Again, for now, we are being told by the Ventura County DA no charges will be filed in the case. The investigation, of course, continues. Dozens of people were injured in that crash, and 4 of the victims, including the train engineer, are still in critical condition. All right, we're going to send it over to Josh right now.
That's right, Sandra. Okay, citrus, kale, chicken salad, chorizo burgers, and Mama's ceviche. Those are just some of the items on the menu at Cerveteca restaurant. They're spicing things up with their newest location in downtown Los Angeles. Joining me is Oscar Hermosillo and Oscar's mom, which is much more important, Consuelo.
Hi, Josh.
How are you guys? Good to see you. First off, this is a bevy of wonderful things up here. So it's just sort of the character of what you guys have. It's LA's comfort food is how you describe it, right?
Exactly. We're a family-owned business located down in the Arts District of LA, and this is kind of an array, kind of a walk through a day over at Cerveteca.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. What's it like working with Mom?
Love working with Mom.
Is it okay?
How's it working with
Does he
Mom?
get in trouble? How does Husker know he's in trouble? Because I know my mom used to say, Joshua. What do you do? Is it
The same thing.
Is it-
It's the same.
You call him Joshua? No, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, tell me what we have here. What's going on?
Okay, we're making some huevos rancheros right here.
Uh-huh.
We put the corn tortilla. We put it on the grill. We put the eggs on the side. Then we add some beans.
Uh-huh.
And then we put the eggs on top, to make it with the sauce.
Homemade tortillas? Is
Yes.
That's what makes it special. We have the masa done every day, and the tortillas are fresh throughout the day.
That really makes a difference
Absolutely makes a
for a
difference.
restaurant, right? When you have those homemade accents. That,
Absolutely. I think, and the same goes for the sauce, which is our signature
Got this
ranchero
right here?
sauce. Yeah. And the rest of the food, actually, we kind of try to lay out an array of foods that are popular at brunches around town, kind of give you an expression of what LA eats for brunch.
Well, what I thought was neat is that it's not just Mexican food. It's you've got Greek salad, you've got Peruvian ceviche, you've got Asian pulled porks. You've got a little bit of everything, right? And that really is the makeup of Los Angeles, isn't it?
Exactly, absolutely. And I'm born, spread, and fed here, and
I like that.
fed very well, obviously. So again, yeah, that's what we're trying to array. And if you can see, the brunch kind of takes you over for the heavy eater, maybe somebody that's in for a good heavy meal. We have a little raw bar going the entire time.
Nice.
And then some nice salads if you're in for the lighter fare.
Mom, is this your special recipe here?
Yes,
Can you...
I was raised in Veracruz making cal picadas, and we sell them here as huevos rancheros because we added an egg.
And
that's my favorite breakfast.
I love it. And for you growing up, Oscar, I mean, does this kind of bring back a little bit of your childhood because it's mom cooking right
Absolutely.
now, right?
I'm so darn spoiled, as you can see.
Here, I'm going to come around because I want to see
Sure,
some of the
come
stuff
on
we
in.
have here. So I noticed over here we've got this is just steak and eggs, right? Is that?
Yeah, we call it a churrasco ribeye steak with a little chimichurri, which has a little tarragon, parsley, olive oil.
Nice.
Pretty traditional, some plantains.
Good.
It's kind of the way we ate for breakfast, on the weekends.
Chicken, is that chicken and waffles?
Yes,
over
chicken
there?
and waffles. Yeah, that's a tough one in LA. There's a lot of competition, so we gave it a lot of love, and we hope that people enjoy it.
Up in front over here?
Yeah, that kind of rises over to the brunch kind of. We have a weekend happy hour, which is really fun. We offer a lot of small bites, which that's kind of an example. That's some charcuterie. We do some house smoked meats and some cheeses, and then we also have the raw bar, which is featured during that happy hour.
Right.
And these are some of the dinner items. That's a whole branzino Mediterranean sea bass
lovely.
stuffed with little pods, and a vegetarian burger that we do with our own patties, some stewed tomatillos, and then an example of some of the tacos you'll get.
So something for meat eaters and some who may be vegetarians?
Absolutely. Everybody in LA has their palate.
And you're mixing some salad right now,
Yes,
right?
I'm mixing a
Yeah.
baby kale salad.
Let me tell you what made Sandra really happy when you said spicy margaritas.
There you go.
Me too. Okay, for more information about Cerveteca downtown Los Angeles, go to our website, kcal9.com, and click on Scene on TV. Tomorrow